We've got the Mercedes-Benz AMG GLC 63 SE Performance.
Is this the answer to the question nobody asked? Oh, here we go, Andrea. Have you got, what do you've got it in, you don't have it in subscribe, you've got it in comfort.
That's okay, it's still quick.
Okay, so gone is the hand-built AMG V8.
Yep.
I've written, what's under the hood? What have they replaced it with?
Well, this GLC has a plug-in hybrid system and a handcrafted AMG 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. It has a 150 kilowatt electric motor mounted on the rear axle and a 6.1 kilowatt hour performance battery. It's matched to a 9-speed automatic transmission and gets 671 horsepower and 752 pound-feet of torque. Standard all-wheel drive.
Oh, it's quick. 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds. And you have to use premium fuel. All right, let's get into the key standard features of this GLC.
The base trim comes with a 12.3-inch digital driver display, an 11.9-inch touchscreen, wireless, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a wireless charger, Burmester 3D surround sound system, microfiber upholstery, power front sports seats with memory, heated front seats, a heated steering wheel, panoramic sunroof, and a foot-activated tailgate. In the US, not all these features are standard.
Oh, they're crying all over the internet, Andrea, because the old V8 is gone and they've replaced it with this. So that's why I said at the beginning, is this the answer to the question nobody asked for? Because people who have the money to buy these, they want the big lump under the hood.
Well, people have spoken with their wallet and they don't want this. They want a V8.
And we have in our hot topic coming up after questions, coffee, and cars. By the way, if you're new here, right around halfway through we take questions, and then after we have the hot topic, and it's all about maybe the return of the V8. So could this be classified as the ultimate compliance car? Governments around the world saying you have to electrify. Governments around the world are saying you have to get rid of big engines. Governments around the world are saying this, that, and the next thing. So Mercedes goes to the drawing board and they come up with this because of compliance.
Well, it's interesting because when they first announced this, I was like, wow, I just can't believe they're getting rid of the V8. And they're going with a plug-in hybrid system with a 2-liter turbo 4. It's a complex system. And you think because it's a plug-in hybrid system, I bet you're thinking, oh, there's got to be some range, Andrea. It's a 6.1 kilowatt hour battery. So Mercedes doesn't even announce what the range is.
It's nothing.
Rumors are kind of like 1.6 kilometers, 1 mile of range.
So we drove here to where we set up, and it's about a 15-minute drive, and the battery isn't fully depleted, and it won't because it has to hold juice in the battery for all the AMG stuff.
It does. So you can recharge the battery through the gas engine. You can also do it through regen braking, or you can plug it in. It's up to you. I can't imagine many people are going to plug this in. I'm not even sure it's necessary to plug it in. So Mercedes-Benz at the time produced this powertrain because there were emissions regulations and rules, and it was all about an electrified future.
Yeah, but what's interesting is the one vehicle that's sold outside of Range Rover in our market that has the best plug-in range is the GLC, the regular plug-in one, that gets like 50 miles, 80 kilometers of range. So I'm not sure why they couldn't have split the difference. But yeah, a tiny battery that's got juice in it at all times to give you that extra torque when needed.
It's a bit of a chameleon, really, when you're driving in the city, whether you're in bumper to bumper traffic or you just want to just have a comfortable ride. It does that really well, but then you get it on the highway and the passing power is just terrific. So you kind of get the best of both worlds with this. It's a great powertrain. It just doesn't make sense for a handcrafted AMG model, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that the more I drive it, the more I get what they're doing. One thing I noticed, Andrea, I've been on record of saying this. I think that Mercedes-Benz does some of the best transmission engine calibration in the business. It's just always in the right gear at the right time. If you put it in Sport Plus, it does amazing things. So that part they absolutely nail. You know who should call Mercedes and borrow a few engineers?
Yeah, Mazda. And it is tricky to have a plug-in hybrid system that transitions so smoothly like this model. I mean, Mercedes-Benz really nailed it.
Okay, you've got it in C there. Flip it over. No, turn it, to S Plus. That's Sport Plus. Okay, that's good. Just leave it there for now. But what else can we put it in?
You got to put it in S for subscribe, and if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the Couple Car Review, twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure to like and subscribe, because this is a perfect example of how good this is. So we're cruising along, foot to the floor. Listen.
Now this does have the AMG performance sound, but even though it sounds good, it's still missing that grunt of a V8.
Okay, hit it again, Yeah, there's some piping in going on
For
here.
sure, and there's a sport exhaust system.
Yeah, so.
It's got a sport tuned suspension. It's got everything.
It should go from AMG to OMG. Oh my God, that thing's fast. Yeah, so where these really shine is when you get them out on the open road, on the Autobahn, or in twisty roads, and you can just carve it back and forth, and you leave that in Sport Plus, and the transmission does amazing things.
Yeah, and you can go into the screen and you can make the suspension softer or firmer. You can do the same with the steering. There's just so much involved with this to really make it your own.
Love the look, Andrea. Think it looks fantastic. I'm not a big fan of black wheels. I think these black wheels, which see, all you need is the silver on the outside. Makes all the difference. It's got all the bulges in all the right places. It's got the AMG grille. Sign me up.
Yeah, it's very muscular looking. I don't know if I'm that excited about it as much as Zach is. I think that I would rather go with the Macan GTS, in my opinion.
Well, there's lots of choices out there.
It may not have the power. I also look at the price point and I'm thinking, gee, I could get the Cayenne with a V8. There's just so many options, and it just doesn't excite me maybe as much as it's exciting Zach.
Oh, yeah, well, they look. I'm just talking about the look. I have yet to see one of these on the road, except for this one. I haven't seen one.
I wonder why. This model comes standard with an AMG grille, quad tailpipes, and red accented model badging. It also has LED headlamps, LED tail lamps, heated power folding side mirrors, AMG 20-inch wheels, available 21-inch wheels. Other available features include digital light LED headlamps with projection, red brake calipers, running boards, AMG night packages with black exterior accents, an AMG aerodynamic package, and carbon fiber package, just to name a few.
Now, you know, most ambient lighting, once it's sunny out, you never see it.
Yeah.
Mercedes is able to make the ambient lighting still visible, even on a bright sunny day like this.
Yeah, it's got the 64 color ambient lighting. I always think that they do such a good job with that lighting, and it looks fantastic at night.
Yeah, and I like the analog kind of feel of this with the big air vents and real buttons and switches on the steering wheel. The graphics, Andrew and I disagree on this. The graphics inside the head unit are so big. They're like my first head unit. It's so like grade 2.
Yeah, like Fisher Price,
Yeah.
like way too big.
I think
but no
it's
one will
refreshing.
need their glasses, I'll tell you that.
Well, they probably know their market, Andrea. Maybe you left your glasses at home. You'll still be able to see it.
This has got the 3rd generation MBUX system, and it's great. It's easy to use. I like this screen. It's an 11.9-inch touchscreen, which is standard. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have a 12.3-inch digital driver display. You really do feel like you're sitting in a cockpit, a real driver-focused cabin.
And this design has been around for a while now with Mercedes-Benz, and it works. And we're going to talk more about this center console here in the shiny hard plastic in a moment. But how do you find the door cards and the rest of the storage?
Oh, big door cards, and the storage at the center console is pretty good. It's not so deep, but it's fine for this vehicle. What I am finding about the seats, not so much on the passenger seat, but if you're a big person, I'm not sure about these sports seats if they're going to be feeling a little bit too tight for you. Comfortable, yes, but maybe tight.
So we've complained in the past, if you get an AMG model or some AMG models, you don't get a heated steering wheel. This one's got the Alcantara and leather and is fully heated. So it is possible, because we've asked before, why doesn't it come with heated? And it says, well, because it's the AMG wheel. Well, I guess they've sorted that out.
Yeah, it's nice to have it. We live in Canada. There are colder areas of the United States as well. We like a heated steering wheel. I like that the heated seats are on the door. You adjust, of course, on the door
I don't like that.
I know you don't like that, but I like the heated seats that I don't have to go into the screen to put them on.
Well, we actually spoke to a designer at Mercedes-Benz, and she told us that there were certain keys and functions that they will never put in the screen. They have to be easily accessible. Thank you for that.
So this is really nice with the pano roof. That's a standard feature. It definitely feels bright and airy in here.
Is
the
that because it's
visibility
sunny out,
is
though?
quite good. I don't know, when you have a sunny day, you're just like, yes, especially when it's November.
Well, you mentioned the outward visibility. It's fine looking around the back and the side. I find the distance between the dashboard and the top of the window is quite narrow.
It's narrow, but I don't really think, for me personally, that it's affecting my visibility over the hood. But it's not a huge vehicle. This sits in the compact class, and I think once you add these sports seats, you're going to feel like it's a little bit tighter if you're a larger person. That is for sure. So this comes standard with Artico and a microfiber interior, but you can get available Napa leather.
Well, Mercedes loads you up if you want with all kinds of available features, including ventilated front seats, multicolor front seats, climate comfort front seats, AMG performance front seats, heated rear seats, surround view system, off-road dash display with transparent hood, MBUX augmented video for navigation, AMG head-up display, and noise insulating glass.
Zach, can you tell it's an AMG model?
AMG this, AMG that.
By the way, the Burmester sound system, it's always a pleasure, isn't it? It's a good one.
This is in the compact class. The back seat is not big. You get adequate legroom, pretty good headroom. Of course, there's an armrest. How does it stack up?
The GLC has 40.7 inches of front row legroom, and second row legroom is 37.4 inches.
Lifting up the power liftgate, you can see that the battery and electronics of this actually steal some space from the height of the floor. There's a very small compartment there for the plug. How does it stack up?
Behind the second row, 16.6 cubic feet, and overall cargo space is only 54 cubic feet.
So remember to stick around for our hot topic. Right now, questions.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
I just talked to a dealer about one of these last week. He told me that he has two 43s on the lot. How special does the interior feel compared to a 3.5T GV70 Sport Prestige? How would you rate it dynamically compared to the X3 M50?
Oh, well, this is a step above the X3 because it's got so much more power and torque. But for everyday usability, I think X3 inline 6 is the win.
Same.
And the interior of this is not too dramatically different from other GLCs. You get different steering wheel and seats, but it's pretty much the same. I would say the GV70 interior is more luxe.
For sure. GV70 has a beautiful interior. Genesis does such a great job with it. But this is nice. This is quite tech forward, actually, and the screens are easy enough to use. Now, of course, this model has some nicer trim pieces than what you would find in the regular GLC.
But not much.
But the piano black is still here, and that brings us to our next question. So hold your thoughts.
I just want to tell you something about that after we do this. Andrea, if you want to get a question in for Instagram, make sure you follow along. It's Motormouth_Andrea. You also get to see all the great pictures. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button. Okay, so should I do that? Okay, you do that one first, and then I'll do this, okay?
That's a nice whip. Benz does some classy interiors, but a bit too much piano black still.
So yesterday, I was on the Mercedes-Benz website, and you can get this black replaced with the weave.
Yes, you can.
And I'm trying to remember. I was looking at the plug-in version, the GLC, with the 80 kilometers of range we talked about earlier. It was no charge to change it. So you can go with the shiny plastic. One thing I want to say.
Maybe that's a new addition, because before this used to be, I thought,
you know why?
Could be wrong, that this was standard and you couldn't change it. Like that's what stayed.
I built it online.
Great.
Okay, because I forgot to mention it earlier. This setup here with the cup holders is fine. It's the getting the phone into the charger. Terrible. Like terrible. And I'm showing you a picture of it now with no cup in the way. If you have a cup in the way, you're not getting your phone out of there. This has got to be reworked. Or put the wireless charger in there.
I got to tell you what's crazy is that we've got the Model Y this week as well. So you're going in and out of these two vehicles. And the Model Y is so simplistic and clean, and there really isn't much to the interior, and it offers 2 wireless chargers. And then I can barely get my phone in this one.
And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
Looks amazing. That is a lot of horsepower at a decent price point, but a very complex engine. I heard Mercedes might bring the V8 back. I'm sure looking forward to this review.
You know what's king, Andrea? The dollar. And money talks. And if they're not able to move these, they'll have to recalibrate.
They will. So the rumor is that the V8 is coming back, but nothing confirmed from Mercedes-Benz. However, Mercedes-Benz did confirm that they are working on an electrified V8. So does that mean this is coming back with just the good old V8, or is it coming back with an electrified V8?
I think it'll have e-assist, but at least you've got the grunt of the V8 at your disposal. Well, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
This is what they're offering right now. Okay, vital stats of the GLC with so many letters and numbers. It's an AMG, it's a 63, it's an SE, and it's all that. Let's get into it.
Let's start with pricing. We're using MSRP. In Canada, it starts at $111,500, and in the US, just over $86,500.
This GLC comes with a 3.7 kilowatt onboard charger and will go from 25 to 100% in an hour and 25 minutes. It is a J1772 charging port. Lightning round, two things we like to see improved.
I like the comfort level in the city, but the performance it offers on the highway.
Absolutely, the more you drive it, the more you kind of get into it.
What I'd like to see is this center console redesigned so I can actually put my phone in easily.
I'm going to be one of those that says, you know what, just make the V8. That's what people want. There it is. It's the, I can't go through all the letters and numbers again. It's the GLC AMG. What do you guys think of that?
Thanks for watching. And if you like what you see, subscribe. We'll see you next time.